Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of our channel, where we bring you the best in short-form horror. Tonight's story is called The Tent, and it comes from writer and director Christian A. Martin. This young filmmaker actually won an award for this one at a film festival. So let's see what all the fuss is about and dive into The Tent. On a chilly evening, a woman named Chloe sits inside her tent on a beach, mesmerized by a mesmerizing fire that dances before her eyes. As the flames crackle and pop, casting eerie shadows around the tent, Chloe finds herself captivated by their hypnotic rhythm. However, her peaceful moment is shattered when she hears a knock on the tent. Startled, she grabs a flashlight and cautiously approaches the opening, half expecting to find a playful puppy. But instead, she is confronted by a hooded figure standing outside the tent in the darkness. Despite Chloe's initial surprise, the individual remains motionless, continuing to tap on the tent as if waiting for a response. Intrigued and somewhat unnerved by this unexpected visitor, Chloe decides to engage in conversation. She inquires about the nature of their presence and why they are at the campsite, trying to make sense of the situation. As the exchange progresses, Chloe becomes increasingly uneasy as the hooded person's silence and stillness persist. Their lack of response only adds to Chloe's mounting anxiety, and she begins to feel a sense of dread. Fearing potential danger or a possible threat to her safety, Chloe hesitantly opens the tent flap further, preparing to confront whatever lurks beyond. With a mix of apprehension and determination, she steps outside into the darkness, ready to face whatever lies ahead. Our story now shifts to a new perspective, following a group of friends on a camping trip. The friends, including individuals named Scott, Jason, and Andrew, are settling into their campsite, readying their tents for the night. Among them is a newcomer to the group, Alex, who joins them on this adventure. As they work together to set up camp, a sense of camaraderie and excitement fills the air. The friends joke around and share stories, creating a light-hearted atmosphere as they prepare for a night under the stars. However, there is a slight undercurrent of tension among them, as there seems to be some resentment towards Alex for joining their long-standing group. They seem to have been friends since childhood. Nevertheless, they welcome Alex and try to make him feel included. One of the friends jokes about the size of Alex's tent, suggesting that it appears too small. Another friend, however, defends Alex, mentioning that he had previously boasted about the tent's spaciousness. This playful banter highlights the growing sense of unease within the group as they continue to tease Alex, perhaps masking their true feelings of resentment towards the newcomer. As the night progresses, Chloe, now alone in her tent, becomes increasingly uneasy, overthinking every little sound and movement. Her fear intensifies when she hears what she believes to be the footsteps of someone or something heavy approaching her tent. Paralyzed by terror, she finds herself unable to move or make a sound as the footsteps draw closer. Suddenly, the zipper of her tent begins to move, sending chills down her spine. The tent's interior is dimly lit by the soft glow emanating from inside, creating an eerie atmosphere. The knocking continues, but now accompanied by what Chloe perceives as heavy breathing. Despite her fear, Chloe summons the courage to ask who is out there. However, no response comes. Instead, the knocking persists relentlessly. Unable to bear the suspense any longer, Chloe gathers her belongings and flees from the tent, running aimlessly away from the unsettling sounds that echo behind her. Meanwhile, back at the campsite, where the friends are gathered around a fire, there is a shift in the atmosphere. The light-hearted banter has subsided, and a serious tone prevails as they share a chilling story about a woman who had a frightening experience in the woods. The details of the tale send shivers down their spines, and they can't help but feel a sense of unease. The story serves as a reminder of the potential dangers that lurk in the darkness, and they find themselves on edge, wondering if they, too, might encounter something sinister during their camping trip. The friends now grow quiet, each lost in their own thoughts as they contemplate the possibility of danger lurking nearby. The once comforting fire seems to cast long, menacing shadows, and the surrounding trees appear to be watching them intently. Fear begins to creep into their hearts, and they find it difficult to shake off the feeling that they are not alone in the woods. The weight of the story they just shared hangs heavy in the air, and the friends find it hard to relax and enjoy the rest of their evening. The carefree atmosphere has vanished, replaced by a palpable sense of dread. They keep a close eye on their surroundings, always on the lookout for any sign of danger, their laughter replaced by hushed whispers and nervous glances. As the night wears on, the friends decide to head to their tents, each seeking the relative safety and comfort of their own space. They fumble with their tent zippers in the darkness, their hands shaking slightly. Once inside, they huddle in the tight confines, trying to ignore the unsettling sounds that seem to be amplified in the darkness. Sleep evades them, and they lie awake, listening intently to every creak and rustle that echoes around them. The fear of the unknown is a constant presence, and they wonder if the nightmarish story they shared will become their reality. As the hours pass, the friends' anxiety begins to subside somewhat, allowing them to drift off to sleep, albeit fitfully. They toss and turn, their dreams filled with disturbing images that leave them on edge. Each time they wake up, their heart pounds, convinced they have heard a noise, only to realize that it was nothing but their own imagination playing tricks on them. In the morning after, of course, they survived the night, they unzipped their tents to the creepiest scene. All around the tent were thousands and thousands of little pebbles that were not there the evening before. And surrounding the tent in a near-perfect circle were also 20 or so larger stones. Obviously shaken by the events of the previous night, the friends quickly gathered their things and left, abandoning their camping trip. So I think this is a great way to end a found footage horror film. It's open to interpretation. You can choose to believe whatever you want. What do you think happened to Chloe? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. We're always looking to bring you the best short form horror content, and your support really helps us to do that. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time on Night Shift.